So please, can I have all of you come up? We will have 3 startups represented today, and it's Torsten Heller from Greenbird, and he will start talking. We have also Martin Klestner from Has to Be, and Hervoy Lasik from vebbu. Sorry? You have to speak English. Yes, of course.
Yep.
All right, so now we're ready to listen to these 3 startups in Internet of Things. And Torsten Heller from Greenbird, the stage is yours.
20 years ago, Salesforce.com invented the software-as-a-service business model, and they changed a complete industry. And what we do with our Metercloud solution, we do exactly the same, because we extend software-as-a-service now to orchestration-as-a-service, and we provide integration solutions for smart metering, smart grid, smart cities, and the Internet of Things as orchestration-as-a-service, as a cloud-based solution where we offer best practice integration processes in the cloud. For our customers, it's a benefit because our customers won't have to do the large integration projects. We can just subscribe to our solution. They configure it to their environment, and they are ready to go. In 4 to 5 years, we will have 800 million smart meters. We will have 25 billion of connected devices, and we will have 50 trillion gigabyte data. And this data has to be transformed into assets, and that's why we need integration solutions. Integration solutions which enable the transformation from data into assets. And Greenbird, with Metercloud, we provide the integration solution to transform data into assets, data into value. Greenbird as a company was founded in 2010. We have a heavy footprint in Scandinavia. More than 51% of the Norwegian meter points are operated by clients of Greenbird. We have 30 employees, we have 3 women, we have 2 locations with Oslo and Stavanger, and we have one vision: make integration that easy. Thank you.
Fantastic. And right on time, I have to say. It was exactly 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So, can you tell us about how you plan to expand outside of Scandinavia and specifically Norway, and which other business domains may benefit from the same kind of support?
Yeah. Today, as I told you, we have clients in Norway representing 51% of the meter points. And now our next step is to take our experience and our solution and going the way from Norway to Denmark, to Sweden, Germany, and to the rest of the world. That means for us, we try to find partners on the device side, but also partners on the application side. They would get and work together with us to build smart applications. And that's the regional part. But in addition to that, our experience from the smart metering is also needed in other industries. The oil and gas, everybody knows the oil price went down. They have exactly the same challenges. They have to optimize their business. They have to optimize their business processes, and that's one of the next industries where we will adapt our Metercloud solution to offer best practice information processes to them too.
And why was Norway so good to start with, apart from being Norway, of course?
Norway is a beautiful country, of course. But in Norway, when we started in 2010, 3 months later, the government in Norway decided that every smart meter has to be replaced and has to be a smart meter within 1st of January 2019. So that means the Norwegian companies, the Norwegian utilities, they have to do huge integration processes, and they have to do it now. And that's a window of opportunity for us to provide solutions in Norway and then take the experience out to the rest of the world.
Really good, really good. So I have to ask, green in greenbird indicates that you offer some kind of environmental aspects in your solution, and can you shed us some light on that?
Yeah, first of all, I have to disappoint you because we do not generate the green aspects at all. But what we do, we provide the data to the utilities that they are able to do and provide green aspects. I want to do an example. Based on the data we are producing and the data we are handling through our architecture, the utilities are able to plan exactly how many energy they would use. And they would also be able, based on our data, the data we are transporting through the systems, they would also be able to inform the end customer to reduce the consumption, and there we have the green aspects in our solution.
Okay, thank you so much, Torsten. So we move on to Martin Klessner from Has to Be. The stage is yours now.
Yeah, thank you and welcome. My name is Martin Klessner from Has to Be Solutions. We are an Austrian startup. We've been founded in 2013, and we are operating a cloud-based management software for the monitoring for charging stations for electric vehicles. So with our software infrastructure, we enable anybody to operate its own charging infrastructure in the public and semi-public space. Our software is focused on the automation of the processes. So we automate the service task, we automate the recurring tests and checks for the charging stations, and also we automate the complete billing and invoicing to the end customers. And this is one of our main features. So we enable our customers, maybe the utility companies or anybody else, to invoice the energy consumed by the clients directly without additional costs. And that's a very interesting point because our utility companies are mostly very old-fashioned, and generating the invoices is mostly very cost expensive. So with our software, we enable them to do it quite easy. So yeah, that's everybody we do.
All right, very good. So tell me, are you already on the market with your products, or is this more in a concept stage?
Yeah, we are out in the market since about 1 year now. So we made last year the big rollout for Audi and made the worldwide rollout for the e-tron partners. For the charging stations, we made the worldwide infrastructure for Porsche. And last month, we won a project in Austria where we now provide the Volkswagen Think Blue card, which is an interoperable mobility card. And we now preparing the market launch within the next weeks.
Oh, that's fantastic. Congratulations on that last contract there. So what are your next steps in product development?
The next steps is in the first section, the integration of roaming networks to enable also a cross-border access to charging stations. We want to integrate the roaming networks like Ladenetz and Hubject or anything else. But we also want to provide interoperable roaming functionality with the projects we have in Bavaria and Austria. That way we connect them together with our software and infrastructure. And the next step will be also the integration of smart grid networks. So at the end of this year, we want to provide a solution to optimize the energy consumption in the public space in combination with the electric vehicles.
Okay, thank you. And tell me a little more about the business model as such, and how do you envision growing the company even further?
Yeah, even further. Currently, we have a very aggressive business model. The basic monitoring functionality is provided for free for our company. If you have more than 50 clients or want to use extensive reporting functionality, the software can be bought for 99 euros per month in a rental model. And only if you want to use the automation processes like automated invoicing, automated service tasks, we have 1.5 percentage of the amount our customer invoices to the end customers. So that's everything. It's very easy, very clear, and subscriptions can be cancelled and changed every month. So we want to grow with our customers. We want to provide them a business model which is also feasible for our customers to operate their business. And together, I think it will work.
Sounds good. You're on a path to success.
Yeah. Thank you.
So last but not least, we're ready for Hervois Lazic from vebbu.
Yeah.
Please take the stage.
We are a home automation company specialized in the smart heating. At the moment, there is no home automation, networkable home automation for the consumer. It exists only for the industry. And if you want to make such a home automation system, you need a lot of wires, engineers, and you are going to pay between 7,000 and 30,000 euro. It's really expensive, yeah. And also, soon there are going to be developed many devices connected to the internet, billions. And many of providers are actually making the system with the cloud, making it a central point of failure and ever more complex. So what we are doing, we are proposing home automation wireless networks for consumers. So you can combine 10, 20, 30 or more devices in one wireless network, and that is very simple and easy to install without wires and the engineers, and with the price about 10 times lower than the current prices. Also, we are very much specialized in heating, so you can control the temperature in every room in various ways. And we are also developing kind of networking without the cloud. So devices are talking directly to each other. So in this kind of network, they are very fast, reliable, and they are very scalable. Yeah. So at the moment, we are going to the heating industry. And we have solution for the floor heating, for the fan coil, for the radiators, new and retrofit installations. So we go very deep into this industry. Yeah? And it's very easy to buy, install, and use. Also, we are trying to make our platform open to the third-party developers. And also, it's possible to make the new products based on our platform. Thank you.
Wonderful on time as well. Yeah. Thank you. So we all have heard about Google's purchase of Nest or acquisition of Nest. How are you different from Nest?
So the Nest really, he really take, for example, in Europe, only small part of the market. They control only the boiler. So our solution, it will be much deeper than this. It will go in many ways that the Europe use. And also, it is going to be lower priced, of course, yeah.
All right. And it would be interesting to hear how are you planning to scale your company?
Okay, so we are making products for consumers. So for us, it's important that it's very easy to buy and cheap and install and use. But if we can make such a product, it's very good also for the service providers, for the HVAC producer, for the small installers. Yeah, I think the best way for us to scale is to partner up with some service providers and to integrate in the smart metering and so on. Yeah, at the moment, but we can do also different roads. Yeah.
Okay. And last but not least, what is the business model? How do you charge?
We are going to actually the network is going to be free, of course, and we are going to charge for the product. Yeah, and also we hope to partner up with the HVAC producer, because at the moment they are they have very basic functionality. They are not developing that kind of product, so it's also opportunity for us in this road. Yeah, and also the small installers. You know, they are. For example, in Germany, there are almost 40 million homes. They are all installed by the small installers, and they are not using the technology because it's too expensive, too complicated. So we are going to try address also this problem. Yeah.
All right, thank you. So I think it's wonderful to see the energy and the plans and the look into the future from all of you, and I think that's in general in the whole domain for us right now. I've been working in Internet of Things domain for a few years, and I see a shift now from seeing Internet of Things as more of a concept to becoming more of a real business, IoT business going on. So that's really, I was at the Mobile World Conference in Barcelona a few weeks ago, and it's such a shift now. It's really becoming money. It's really becoming business, changing people's lives. And I think we are many that can understand that it's actually starting to be an IoT as an enabler of changing our lives as we know it. It's a big shift coming on here. And we see innovation that becomes commercialized in completely new ways. We see the industry revolution meeting the internet revolution. It's new things going on. It's exciting models coming on. We see the hardware that comes to life through new software. And large companies are actually becoming dependent on small, innovative startups. It's a new arena, and this is exciting. And we all, we don't know what's going to happen. One of these startups might be a billion-dollar company in a few years. This happens now, and that's fantastic. So I think we need to rethink how we think about products and services. We need to look at the business models, and we see more and more that it's not the products that we are charging for per se many times, but it's rather the services around it that we charge for. And we need to retrain and retool our workforce around this. So we want this trend to not only be a business advantage. We want this to be a human advantage with all that encounters. And for that reason, it's so important that our startups here and other startups in this become successful and really help with the power of making our new future truly transformative. So we should ensure that you're successful, and I think that the collaboration between Code N and EIT ICT Labs that I work for is really a great foundation for this that can help our startups to become successful. So now come my ending question here to you, all of you. What do you consider essential to you in order to be successful and become one of these very, very big companies?
Yeah. Maybe I start.
Yes.
For us in Greenbird, it's two things. From the internal point of view, we have to grow our organization, and we have to get the structure in place. Ability to deliver is quite important for us. But in the same time, we want to have the craziness of a startup. So we have to do the balance between a structured company, but we also want to be crazy enough to do the new stuff. From the external point of view, the most important thing for us is to have partners. Partners like the two sitting here has to be, just as an example, they have applications which would fit perfectly into our ecosystem, because we could provide data from the metering system and working together with several partners here, as I said, on the device side, on the smart home side, or on the smart application side. That would be a success criteria for us to go and reach out further in the market.
Very good. What do you think, Martin?
Yes, from my side, I think we do currently have one big challenge. We are a small company, we are small startups, and 90% of our clients are very, I said it, old-fashioned, and most of them are some kind of afraid for supplying such big orders to such a small startup like we are. We are innovative, we are fast, but it takes some risk to invest the whole IT infrastructure into our company. So I think what we need is some kind of business partner or business angel who enables us to show more reliability on our company, to show more the secure if our customers invest in our products. So I think this is a great task we need to realize this year, and maybe Code-N can help us in this section.
But just having Porsche and Volkswagen as customers surely must help.
Yeah, but we saw that the automotive industry is more flexible and more innovative than the utility companies are, and our main business are the utility companies, and that's a problem in this configuration.
All right. And Hervoa, please.
And for myself, I think when you're a startup, you always struggle to finish the product. Yeah, it's I think the greatest fear we have all. And also, I'm hoping for the partners that really understand our business and that can able to help us. And you know, that's it.
Very good.
Thank you.
So we have a few minutes left, and one question or one subject that everyone discusses is how many connected devices will we have or year 2020? And I thought I'd give you that question. So you talked about it before, but what is your personal view? How many will we have?
My assumption, I think my assumption was, if I remember what I said, I think it was 25 billion connected devices. But in addition to that, 800 million smart meters. So in total, we will get a completely different number, which is much, much higher. So I'm not quite sure, to be honest. I only know it will be a lot of data.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
And your guess, Martin?
I can only address to him because we're not so quiet in this IoT market. I hope that there will be 1 million charging stations as planned in the European Commission until 2020. But yeah, that's just for our market.
And finally?
And myself, I think it's going to be a lot, but I think we are still in early stage, because we still have some technology challenges, because most of these devices you see now on the network are really point solution. At some point, the local devices will have to expand in numbers so that you have really useful case. For example, in your home, you have maybe 10 switches, 10 sockets, 10 fixtures, and so on. It was 30 devices like 50 years ago. And now they propose you few Wi-Fi bulbs or so on. So I think the technology will go in this direction. And then when we pass this point, it's going to be billions. I think everything will be online. Yeah. Okay.
All right, thank you. We will see. We will see. I think that concludes us. So thank you so much for letting us be on stage here today.
Mange tak. Mange tak for being here. Thank you for having presented our Fireside chat, and I hope you stick around a bit, listeners.
Thank
you guys.
Thank you.